Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a really quick garden tour. These are the plants that I have in containers. They were moved off the deck for the last couple of days because we did just get our roof done and not all my plants, like this poor pepper here, got far enough away from the old shingles flying off the roof. This pepper plant is looking pretty sad, and this tomato never did anything, so I'm just going to yank that out. I hope you don't mind the quick voiceover, but the yard was full of crazy kids, so I thought this would be the best way to go about it. My sunflowers are growing, though not as fast as I hoped here by this fence along the driveway. Oh my gosh, my poor peonies. They look so terrible. They're all broken off. They had hundreds upon hundreds of pounds of shingles thrown on top of them. Also, right there where I showed you the blank space, I will insert a picture of the Virginia creeper that was there. We did pull that off and I stole the trellis for beans, which I'll show you in a second. And then here are my blueberry bushes. They are looking so great. Here is the big garden. The sunflowers getting very tall. I definitely, like every garden tour, need to catch up on weeding. This tomato transplant is doing pretty well. I did a second round of transplants. The cabbage isn't really doing anything, but we do have some baby beans on this bush bean plant. The cucumbers, I don't think I'm going to get any cucumbers or zucchini or squash this year. I don't know what has happened. It's a learning experience for sure. Hopefully next year is better. This zucchini does have a little bloom on it, but this plant is so teeny, I have no idea how it is going to sustain growing actual fruit. Here is my squash. I'm realizing I went way too fast when filming this. This is the trellis I stole. I have pole beans there along the bottom, and then I planted lettuce on this left side and some kale on the right side. So I'm hoping that this will work out well. I'm glad we ripped down the Virginia creeper because it was starting to come through the bathroom window and blocked out all sunlight and was just wreaking havoc on the outside of the house. My peppers and tomato plants are looking really great. And so are the sunflowers I tucked into the corners. And I also planted carrots in between here on just the one side of the peppers. So hopefully those kind of work out there. The peppers weren't getting as big as the tomatoes, obviously, so I thought they would still have ample sunlight. But we have some baby tomatoes on here as well. I have been loving watching them grow. I had to pause to catch Emmett. He was running down this little mountain in our yard and giving me a heart attack. But look at all those blooms and baby tomatoes. I am very hopeful for a really good tomato harvest this year. That was what I was most excited about for some reason. I just feel like I will feel a lot of pride by growing a really good homegrown tomato. These are Scotian tomatoes, if you're wondering the variety. These 4 plants are looking amazing. Onto the other raised bed, I have tucked a pepper in here. The cabbage is looking really great, and so is my kale. My lettuce has gone to seed there. They turned into lettuce trees, so I am going to rip those out, and oh, there goes the ball into the garden. That's Emmett's new favorite thing, is to throw things into the fenced area and then ask for someone to get it. What am I looking at here? Oh, my beets, duh. And also I have a ton of bush beans and they are just loaded up with beans right now. I have no idea when they're going to be done to actually harvest and use. So I'm just gonna have to keep a close eye on them again. And I tucked in another tomato transplant there in that corner. I started way too many, but I didn't want to just have them go to waste, so I did try and put them into the garden. Here we have some beautiful plants. These lilies, I was so confused as to why they were on the ground. They were actually like either knocked over or grew along the ground. I'm not sure what happened here, so I tried to tuck them up. But these bloomed in the last few days. I forget what they're called, something bandit. I'm not sure, but they're stunning. I'm so pleased with all of the flowers and bushes and shrubbery, whatever, in this yard. It brings me joy every single day. Our pumpkins are not doing great. They're not getting enough sunlight. I now know that. We're going to make some changes for next year for sure. Some of the leaves are losing all their color, but literally the day after I filmed this clip, so I went out today as I'm doing the voiceover, and there are huge blooms on both of these tomato plant or pumpkin plants, sorry. So I am hopeful that maybe we will get a pumpkin or two. I don't know. I am loving our yard so much. The kids have so much fun out here every single day. This is what my husband and I have worked so hard to do for them. It just fills my heart up so much. This is our septic field. We live in a really rocky area, so they couldn't put it down any lower, and we were told to put no trees, etc. down there with large root systems. But do you think I could put raised beds up there, or do a no-dig garden situation with the cardboard and compost, and maybe do my pumpkins, squash, cucumbers, and zucchinis up there next year? Let me know your thoughts on that. I don't know if that would be a good or a bad idea, but that's everything. Sorry for the rushed video. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.